face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
For the Jaguars.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taylor now returning it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. It allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous.
Rodgers pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 27, Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and
about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, you block over here. Stop. Get right. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
38-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Packers 21, Jaguars 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. At the 23, it's second and 12. Minshew sets to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 26.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Rodgers.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 15. Check 15. Roll right. Roll right.
Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 88. He's checking. Crash.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got, Heavy.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Jaguars.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
At the 37.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 19.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Thompson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to number 7.
DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 21.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Josh Allen.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Hey, 6:26.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Rodgers with the handoff.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It got his man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Complete.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They go with Thompson again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Toss play to Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Al Woods on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
6-yard line.
What we got? Under 10. Tighten up. Hey, check 26.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
For the Packers.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll on second down now. It's Thompson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Come on, set. 8, read. Check. 32.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Minshew's pass.
These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So third and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.